Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Budgeting Biologist. My name is Brittany. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping on this little old video. If you're an oldie but a goodie, thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my budget for August 2024. So if you're interested in that type of content, please consider giving this video a like, commenting, and of course subscribing to the channel. Your girl would appreciate it. Now let's go ahead and hop into this video. So hi, hello, how are you? I hope you are doing well and staying safe no matter whenever or wherever you may be watching this video. So if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Brittany. I am a 34-year-old zero-based budgeter. So that means every dollar in my budget has a place, living right outside of the Washington, DC area. And on my YouTube channel, I share my journey to financial freedom and stability. So today, y'all, I'm gonna be working on my August budget. This one's gonna be a little bit weird because I am switching positions at my current job. So previously at my job, I was a contractor. I work for the federal government. I'm a scientist for the federal government, but I do more like science administrative type work. But anyways, I was a contractor in my position for a couple years, and now I'm getting switched to a permanent employee. So as a contractor, I got paid on a semi-monthly basis, and as a federal employee, I'm now gonna be getting paid on a bi-weekly basis. So there is gonna be a bit of a shift in how I do my budgeting moving forward on my channel. So let's start off with income, of course. So here I do have, the paychecks that I'm expected to get. And I have estimates for some of these because it's not normally where I know the exact amount I'm gonna get paid. So my first paycheck, this is still work I did as a contractor, is gonna be for work I did from July 15th to July 31st. And I'll get that paycheck August 6th today, and I did indeed get paid. So that was I gotta get the pen going, $2,405.38. And that is what we were actually paid, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in. Now for these other two paychecks, I'm just gonna be estimating about what I expect them to be. And I'll write down the actual values once I do get paid. So my second paycheck is gonna cover from work I'm doing from August 1st to August 10th. I'm still a contractor right now for these dates, but since I'm not gonna be working like a full pay period, I prorated what I am expecting to get paid for this time period, and I am estimating I'm gonna get paid $1,684.10. So that is a lower estimation of what I plan on getting paid. So I'm hoping that helps in case, my math was wrong. I did use a lower estimate. And I should get that paycheck on August 22nd. And this ends my time as a contractor. Now, as a permanent employee, I start on August 11th. Well, the pay period starts on August 11th. My first day is August 12th. And the pay period runs from August 11th to the 23rd. And what I am estimating I'm going to get paid is $2,960.60. Now, this again is just a estimate because it includes all the taxes and retirement, but it doesn't include health insurance because I won't get health insurance until the pay period after I'm hired. So that won't be until I think August 24th is when I'll start paying for health insurance. So that is not going to be accounted for here. But for my future paychecks, of course, all my health insurance and retirement will all be worked out. But this is what we are budgeting to work with for the month of August. So if I add all this up, this is gonna leave me with a grand total of $7,050.53, which is a lot more money that I normally have in budget. And definitely a lot more than what I'm gonna be getting paid on my new salary. So yeah, a little bit of a weird month, but I'm gonna make the most of it and, you know, try to make my money work as hard as I can for me in the month of August. Cool. So in total for the month, I have around $7,050.53 to budget. So I like to pay myself first. So I'm going to be putting my money into various kind of categories or accounts for my savings and investing. So for my personal savings account, which I have a high yield savings account with Capital One, I'm going to be putting in that account $1,358.65. My Roth IRA, I'm gonna be putting $1,000 into my Roth IRA. Normally I put $583. I think the max you could put in a year is $7,000, but because I have a little bit of extra money this month, I'm gonna go ahead and double it, almost double it, and put in $1,000. So it's gonna put me ahead and maxing out my IRA this year, my Roth IRA. Savings and investing, I am gonna put $1,000 towards savings and investing this month. If y'all have been watching the news, any of, you know, financial girlies out there, y'all know the market has been all over the place right now. I'm a long-term investor. I'm only 34. So my kind of view on investing is I'm okay with volatility in the market because I am still pretty young. So I plan on doing some pretty aggressive investing this month. And when I invest, I'll make sure to post the ETFs and the other index funds and stocks that I actually go ahead and invest in. But I plan on being pretty aggressive this month because, you know, like I said, the market is trending lower right now. So it's a good time to buy. Again, this is just what works for me. I'm not an expert in investing. This is just what works for me. Now, the house fund, which is a joint account that I have with my fiance, we both put in $100 a month into that account, basically to pay for anything related to our house, repairs, like we just bought a new dining table and chair out of our house fund. So we don't actually have to come up with that money ourselves. It's already set aside. So I'm putting $100 away for that. Same with my car insurance. My fiance and I, we pay our car insurance every 6 months. We pay the full 6-month premiums. It's around $100 per person. So I put $100 aside into an account for that. So in total, if I add everything up of what we're going to be putting away towards savings and investing, that's going to be a total of $3,558.65. And then let me just grab my calculator so we can keep track. So I have $7,050.53, which is what I am estimating or budgeting I'm going to get paid. Subtract that from what I'm putting aside for savings and investing, which is $3,558.65, means we have a total of $3,491.88 that we can still budget between our fixed and variable expenses. So I hope everyone's doing all right. I've been watching a lot of the Olympics. It's been really fun to watch. I really like watching, of course, women's gymnastics. I really enjoyed men's gymnastics too. I also watched some volleyball. I really liked watching both indoor and outdoor volleyball. Like the outdoor volleyball court is right in front of the Eiffel Tower. It's just chef's kiss. So I've really been enjoying that. And I've also really been liking watching women's basketball, has been a favorite of mine. So if you've been watching the Olympics, put down some of the competitions or some of the events that you've been liking to watch. Oh yeah, and of course track and field, like duh. But put down in the comments what are some of the events that you've been enjoying watching if you've been watching the Olympics this year. So moving on to my fixed expenses. My fixed expenses, of course, these are ones that generally don't change too much month to month. So for our mortgage, I am putting aside $1,660.88. Now, everything here that I have highlighted in yellow, that money gets put into a joint account that I share with my fiance, and all of our bills and expenses that we share are paid out of that account. So for the mortgage, the value you're seeing here is for my portion, and additionally, me and my fiance put an additional amount of money towards the principal so we can kind of save on the interest. So that money is also accounted for here. So for water, I'm setting aside $50 for water. Electric is going to be getting $100, and then internet is going to be getting $43. Now, Netflix, I do pay for our Netflix subscription. My fiance pays for Amazon Prime. I pay for Netflix. I also think he pays for Hulu as well. But anyways, so for Netflix, I'm budgeting $17 for that. My cell phone, I pay on my own. I am budgeting $38 for that. And I just want to update y'all really quick on this cell phone situation. So if you've been on my channel for a while, y'all know that I have like a really rare plan from Verizon. I got it on promotion years ago. So I get a lot of data prepaid for like a ridiculously low rate. And Verizon has tried to been bullying me off this plan for years. And funnily enough, I've been on Reddit recently and found other people that have the same plan, and we're all saying the same thing. It's like 6,000 or so people on that sub, and we're like, y'all, Verizon is literally trying to bully us off this plan because we all got grandfathered in. And we like on the thread, we're like, nope, no one break the line. We are not leaving this plan. Verizon can kick rocks. But anyways, they are like trying to bully me off this plan so bad because I get like 30 gigs of data or something for like $40. It's insane how cheap it is. But yeah, anyways, I'm staying on this plan no matter what Verizon does. They cannot bully me off this plan. Anyways, y'all, I get a $38 for my cell phone bill. That was a very long rant to say I'm very happy to keep my cell phone plan. And I ain't switching no time soon. And then Apple, which is for me, my Apple Music and my iCloud storage, I'm gonna be setting aside $13 for that. So if I add all this up for my fixed expenses, that's gonna give me a grand total of $1,921.88 that I'm gonna be putting towards my fixed expenses. I also wanna say this about my fixed expenses is that I am technically a month ahead on mortgage, water, electric, and internet. So these are going towards September's bills, not August. That's already been paid. So we are technically a month ahead on the majority of our fixed expenses. So after accounting for savings and investing, we had $3,491.88. So if I subtract $1,921.88, that leaves me with a grand total of $1,570 that I can put towards my discretionary expenses. Okay, so moving on to these discretionary expenses. Of course, these are the ones that can kind of vary from month to month on what we spend. Again, groceries, it's paid out of a joint account that I have with my partner, and then everything else I pay for on my own. So for groceries, I set aside $240 a month for groceries. Gas is only gonna be getting $120 this month. I am on vacation this week. Before I start my new permanent position, I had a bunch of leave I needed to use up as a contractor. So I basically just took this whole week off until I start on August 12th. So I really won't be driving, but I'm still gonna do the normal $120 that I normally do. Beauty is gonna get $50. Shopping is gonna get $200. So shopping for me is like personal care items. Just like things that you just generally need that don't really fit in any of these other categories go into shopping. Beauty, I usually pay for rarely when I get my nails done or if I get braiding hair is usually what I pay for out of beauty. Kind of all the other personal stuff comes out of shopping. Fun is gonna get $200 this month. We are, me and my fiance are on a vacation this week. So we were gonna go on a trip, but You know, the tropical storm hurricane situation kind of put that out in the area of where we were gonna go, but it's all good. So we're gonna do like a little winery thing, and I'm gonna pay for some of that out of my fun account. Now, giving is gonna get its usual $50. Eating out, I'm giving $150 to eating out this month, which is like 3 times as high as what I normally do. Normally for eating out, I only do like maybe 65 to 70 bucks a month, but this month I do have some things that I'm going to with friends, so I do need a little bit more money with eating out. Now, car is gonna be getting $250. I had an oil change. Actually, I already spent this money. I got an oil change, I got a brake fluid replacement, and I got some other stuff done to my car. I put aside $250 for it. I think the total was around like 190 something. So I should be good in case I need anything else for my car. I do need a cabin air filter, so I'll pay for that out of this category. But yeah, $250 budgeted for car. Now, house is the next account. I'm gonna be putting $50 towards house. I do plan on getting a little bit of fall decor. I'm not gonna go crazy because honestly, I have a ton of fall decor from last year that I'm gonna reuse, to be honest with you. So I do plan on getting just a few new things for the house, but that's really it. I honestly haven't been going crazy with buying stuff for the house, like out of my own personal money, because we don't really need much else. The house looks kind of the way I want it to look at this point. So $50 should be good enough. Health is gonna be $150. I have several co-pays I have to pay. I have to pay for my dermatologist, my internal medicine doctor, and I have an OBGYN appointment coming up. So co-pays, prescriptions, all of that, it's gonna be around $150 is my guess. Pet is going to be getting $30. This is higher than what I normally do. While we're on vacation this week, we are also gonna be watching my brother's dog as well as our own dog who is sitting right next to me. So I'll probably get her a couple of treats while she's here, in addition to my own dog, you know, to kind of keep the peace between them. So I'm gonna put $30 aside for that. He offered to pay me, my little brother offered to pay me, and I was like, keep your money. Like, him and his girlfriend and their daughter are like going on a trip. Like, no, like literally just keep your money. That's what family's for. Nutrafol, which are the hair vitamins I take, I'm gonna be putting $80 towards that, and I'm gonna be doing $0 towards my buffer. My buffer's in a pretty good place right now, so no issues there. So when I add all of this up, I get $1,570. So if I do $1,570, which is what we had left over after accounting for savings and investing, and then our fixed expenses. So if we subtract that, that leaves us with a grand total of $0, completing our zero-based budget. All right, so all we gotta do now is do our little brief recap. So for income this month, I am budgeting $7,050.53 for my income. That is what I am budgeting for this month. Savings and investing, I am budgeting to put aside $3,558.65 for savings and investing. And then for my expenses total, I am budgeting to put aside, what is that? $3,491.88 total for expenses, including discretionary and fixed. So let's go ahead and do our math to make sure we have a net total of $0. So we have $7,050.53 minus $3,558.65 minus $3,491.88, net total of $0, which means we are good on our zero-based budget. So cool, that is it. I love my little budgeting system that I have gone back and forth with over the years. This is what I just find easiest for me. It's because I'm a salaried employee, my income doesn't change month to month. I just like to, do a monthly budget so I can see everything all at once. It's just, what works for me. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please consider giving it a like, commenting, and subscribing. I hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.